into the squatting position like Rashad Evans and, of course, John Bones Jones. In the audience right now, I see Anthony Rumble Johnson, who will be fighting John Jones for the light heavyweight championship in the UFC. Let's throw it up cage side. Christopher James.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout comes to you from the flyweight division, and it's scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. And now, let's meet the fighters. Joining us first, fighting out of the blue corner, he is a wrestler with a professional record of 0 wins and 1 defeat. He's standing at 5 feet 4 inches tall. He weighed in at 127 pounds, representing American Top Team, Rockledge, Florida. From Melbourne, Florida, please welcome Philip Captain Keller. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he's a boxer and a wrestler with a professional record of 2 wins and 1 defeat. He stands in 5 feet 4 inches tall. He weighed in 125.4 pounds. Representing Freestyle Fighting Academy and representing Miami, Florida, please welcome Edwin, the Little Emperor, Sarria.
Good luck with you.
So it's Keller versus Sarria. Keller in the white American Top Team trunks and Sarria in the black trunks, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the flyweight division. The height advantage going to the captain.
And I believe this is his 2nd professional fight ever. So this is definitely, you know, Sarria is going to have a slight experience advantage over him tonight.
Captain Philip Keller, taller of the two by a couple of inches. Nice wrestling there from Captain Keller. Wow, he's got good moves as a wrestler. Look at that strength. That cage worked against him on that. Now he goes into the open guard, looking to close it up.
If you're Keller, you definitely want to try to get those underhooks in right away. Don't let Sarria rain down punches on you. All right, there's one underhook, obviously minimizing his offense. Keller is going to want to try to get his shins inside of Sarria's, midsection and try to press himself and get back up against the cage to get out of this position, because obviously Sarria is only going to try to, extend his position and try to get to the mount.
You see Sarria wanting to posture up and finally does, but good job there by Keller getting out of it. Good aggression. I like how Keller's loose.
Both fighters really seem loose, especially Keller. And you know what? You got to give both fighters credit. It's a very smooth transition from the up and down. I mean, no lack of energy there whatsoever.
And you saw Keller motion to the cup. Sarria inadvertently kicked it. They did touch gloves. Nice approach there from Keller. Set it up with a combination, looking for the dump. And he gets the dump.
Finally gets the dump.
Keller's got the wrestling. Oh, overhand right, now intent.
Clearly Keller, going to his, base wrestling skills, he definitely wants to take this fight to the ground each and every time. But, if he's going to do that, he's got to stay off his back. It's very hard to win a fight from that position.
Right, like we were talking about earlier, no judge is going to give you a fight based on good defense. Hey, you didn't get too hurt.
Yeah. You survived.
Right. I'm giving you the round.
You
survived a vicious beatdown.
Again, if you're Keller, you want to get your legs inside, press away, start getting away from Sarria, trying to get back up to your feet. Try to set him up with 1-2 combos, and obviously go back for the dump and the takedown. He clearly is wanting to use his wrestling advantage, to try to win this fight and end it. but like we just said, you can't do that from your back. You got to get up. Stand and trade with him for a little bit. Wear him down.
Referee James Waring watching very closely. If he doesn't see enough action, he will stand the fighters up. Sarria knows that. He's trying to stay busy. And Keller looking like he might be trying to just kill some time. Not a bad strategy. Relax a little bit.
You know, and that's one thing that a lot of fans at home, you know, they may not realize when a fighter, they'll say, oh, do something, get up. But honestly, let your opponent gas himself.
Right.
Let him do all the work, and you just sit there like a rock and take it.
Oh, beautiful reversal there.
Oh, that was
Sarria.
gorgeous.
He used all of the power that Keller was bringing and did a little toss. Like one of the fighters is cut. I'm seeing blood on the right arm of Sarria. Sarria let the knees go, perfectly legal to the chest. Side of the diaphragm.
Definitely using the side control to his advantage now. And this is even far worse than before when they had him in his guard. Keller has got to get out of that. Try to make Sarria minimize his body, you know. Don't let him extend out. Try to get back up against the cage, minimize the amount of room that he has to move around. Start wiggling your body back up and get this fight standing again. It's a very good transition. He's almost there. He wants to start pressing his body up against the cage, stand up, and try to shimmy out to the side.
They did a good job of sitting Keller down when Keller tried to stand up, hooking the foot, preventing him from getting his feet underneath him. 10 seconds to go in the opener. Good round for Sarria.
You know, it's going to be very hard to, give this round to either fighter, but honestly, the fact that Sarria ended up on top each time, you got to give him that round 10-9.
Yeah, I got to give that round to Sarria. He had mount, had top control, had side control.
But nice fluid action out of both fighters. I liked it. Definitely did not waste any time. Even, when they're on the ground, there were only maybe a few moments of no action. Both fighters kept it going continuously. But it's going to be interesting, 125 pounds or not, how are they going to be tired in the second round?
Well, these guys definitely are testing each other at 125. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, it is more House of Fame MMA from the United Fight Alliance Network. Stay with us. We are inside the Bank United Center. It is round number 2 of this flyweight matchup, and it has been good so far. Captain Philip Keller in the white trunks. Oh,
he seems to hurt his arm.
May have thrown his shoulder out. Inadvertent injury. Oh, he's hurting. He's going to fight, though. Ooh. He's got good survival skills. Sarria looking to take advantage of it.
This is not good for Keller.
He's tapped. His shoulder's gone. He wasted his shoulder. Threw out his shoulder.
What a terrible way for a fight.
I hate to see a fight end that way. I hate to see it end that way. Keller was so game. So game. Injury.
That injury just robbed us of what I think would have been a great 3-round fight.
Yep.
But he still got to applaud to Keller. He fought hard, he tried, even at the injury. You've seen so many fighters that immediately know they're injured and they say no more, but he tried his best. He tried to fight through the injury, and obviously, you got to, credit Sarria. He took advantage of it. When they see you're injured, they're going to pounce on it. Just natural fighter instinct.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by verbal tap out at 22 seconds of the second round, Edwin, the Little Emperor Sarria.
Too badly injured. You know, love to see him back in the cage as soon as possible. I mean, it's fighting, you know, just like any of the other contact sports out there. Injuries happen, you know, but it's just a terrible way to see a fight.
Edwin, I know you didn't want to win the fight that way, to injury, and my co-commentator Hawk Youngkin said, boy, that injury just robbed us of a 3-round war, but you'll take the win nonetheless.
Well, what can you do? It's MMA. Anything can happen. Anything can happen in this sport. You know, I'm just gonna be just as much as anybody to capitalize. If you're hurt, you're hurt. I'm proud of him because he came to fight with an injury, but at the end of the day, it's me or him. If I was injured, I would expect him to do the same. So, my respect to him. He put a lot of effort. I want to give a special shout out to my family and friends. My friend Lumpy over there, Gabriel, who came to every fight. Fighter Energy, my staff, for Jason Suarez, Tulio Quintanilla, Dear Terry, Master Marvazan, and David Avalon. I appreciate all you guys. And I came to do my best tonight. Philip came to his best, but I gotta say, a fight's a fight. Anything will happen.
I asked you what your strategy for the fight would be. You said it will be to die in the cage fighting, and you've told me that this sport has dramatically saved your life.
Oh, of course, man. You know, I wasn't going nowhere. You know, I wasn't doing good in school. Using a lot of crap with a bunch of stupid friends now, but this sport changed my life at all. And you know what? I give it 100%. Tonight, I came to fight for you guys 100% of the way. If I get knocked out, I get knocked out. If I choked out, I get choked out, but I'm not giving up no matter what.
Edwin, Little Emperor Sarria!